Hello guys, this is leathertoolz. Today I'm to review a tool. It's a scissor. It's a vintage slash antique scissor. Sadly, you can't buy this. I usually try not to do any review that of any tools that you can't buy because it's I don't know, there's no point of it. But then I think it's worth to share with you guys about this tool, this scissor, because you can find the one similar to this scissor. You can find the one with a green handle or yellowish neon color handle as well, or even without the rubberized the coating handle with the bare steel. You can find it. You can buy antique, vintage one as well on many websites and also flea market and stuff. Just trying to show you what it's like and what's the use of it and what's really what's about. So. It came with a box. Not sure what the makers are. I think this thing DBGM is the maker. Not sure because DRGM means something with a patent without protection. It's a little bit complicated story, but then anyways, it's not related to this video. DBGM, I don't know. I'm not really sure about this. If you guys know about anything about this DBGM thing, please let me know in the comment box. Other stuff, it's EDI Lederschere. It means this is all written in German. It means ideal leather scissor. The length approximately 230 mm. Arbeitsstellung der Lederschere, wie das Bild zeigt. So working position of the scissor is how the photo image shows. So how the photo shows is the working position of the scissor. So basically you work on your workbench on a flat like this. That's why it's a pentagon shape like this. So you work like this. I'll show you in a minute. So here, gute Werkzeug schaffen gute Arbeit. So it means good tool creates good work. And I'll just quickly explain you in English here. Cuts not only leather but also artificial leather and also rubber, linoleum, box, thick paper, jute cord, and hemp, and also pelt, and also the other stuff. Hard, thick sole leather for the shoes. You should not cut in a very small radius. So cutting hard, thick sole leather, cutting the very small radius is not recommended. Plates, wires, nails, and hard celluloid and also artificial resin, you're not allowed to cut with the scissor. So you can cut many stuff like above, many stuff, but then not everything. So basically, have a common sense that do not try to cut hard stuff, too hard stuff that can be harsh to the edge of this leather scissor. This was fairly new condition, almost nearly not used. This was more like a NOS, which I really like. So NOS is like new old stock, so which is very old stuff from 30, 50 years ago, but then it's new, so it was stored in a box very well. It came with a really just a well protected in a way that it didn't get any rust anywhere. It was really well kept, and I wanted to get the best use out of this scissor, so I really had to ask this professional called Schleiferei Schulz. He's a German guy located in northern Germany. He sharpens really well. He's such a professional with a really high precision equipment and also hand sharpening as well. Check this guys out. It's really, I don't have any affiliation with this person, but then he's really, really good. I am a very big customer of him. I'm very regular customer for this person. It's really crazy. It's really good, really good. I really highly, highly recommend it, especially cutting difficult to sharpen tools such as scissors. You need expert to sharpen it, and he's really, really good at it. So, want to show you what it's like. So. This scissor consists of two very thick plates and also held it by a screw and a nut. And between these nuts, there is actually washer, but that is spring as well. It's a spring washer. So even though you tighten it, they are not over tightening so that it's too tough. You tighten it enough so that this blade tip meet each other, but then it gives enough tension to really just push it against each other, not to over tightening the hinge. So this is really good touch. Haven't really thought about it, but really I learned from this old tools. Always there are things to learn from the past, and also tool wise was much better back in the days now than now, because now people try to really skip the process, try to really eliminate necessary parts because to reduce the cost, and also making it more lean manufacturing as well. But then now I see this, and it's something I really learned very well in terms of scissor. There's a spring here as well, and unlocking this part allows you to open the scissor. So unlock it, just pushing it like this gives you full opening, as is to say. So because of spring, the opening position is like this. So it's better to keep it in a way with this lock. After you're done, you just keep it like this. Anyways, you open it like this, and then you can see the blade. So I will show you what it's like. So extremely sharp on top side. This is top side jaw, and that's the maker's mark here. See here? This is the maker's mark. So not sure what the makers are, but then it's quite good, I think. And the bottom jaw is what's very important about this scissor, is that it has a very rugged teeth. It has a very prominent teeth to this bottom jaw, and this creates enough grip to really hold on to very thick material to cut on. So this is 2mm thick leather. Once you just tuck it in, cut it like this, no problem. So like this, again, so easy. Well, what's really not good for this scissor is that it leaves kind of this type of unfinished mark into the leather. It's not so much a clean cut. It's not super clean like you cut with a sharp knife. It's just leaves a little bit of roughness because of the teeth bottom part. It's very, it's a balance game that what you want to get. So you get the really nice grip because of this big teeth, but then you lose the delicacy of how you like to leave your cut behind. So you can do radius as well if you want. You can also do this if you want. So spring action makes you really good, just what should I say? Just really nice cutting action. It's really nice. So next, say this leather cord. You can cut it very easy like this. This is normal scissor that I got as a gift from it's a long story. I got this scissor from Craftsman, and this Craftsman you guys might know already also, but it's a different story. I will tell you guys later on. It's just that it's a normal scissor. He didn't make this scissor. It just it was a small gift from him. I just wanted to cut this leather from this with this scissor. This is a typical office scissor that doesn't cut, and if you push it down hard, it's more likely instead of cutting the cord, it will just stuck between these two blades, and your alignment of the scissor will just spread out, and this will ruin your scissor badly. So not only will not cut this leather, but also this will ruin your scissor. So please don't do that. So normal scissor will not capable of doing this. Now, what's also this leather scissor is also capable of is can cut very thick piece of fabric as well. So here's a towel, and then you can also cut this towel. So for example, like this. Oops, sorry. I'll wash them like this. Zack, zack. See, you see how it was effortless. Cut the fabric like this. It's really just a. It's really it's like really built like a tank. It's not delicate tool, but then it's more like just cut through material so easy, you know. Just doesn't I don't have to give so much effort to really cut leather, very thick stuff. So another things, maybe I should also cut these. So this is a felt. So it's a felt, and you can cut it like this. Thick felt, easy. You see? Not a problem. So easy. So rubber. It's a very thin crepe. It's a natural rubber. You know, it cuts so easy. Like this. I shouldn't be cutting too much because I need this rubber crepe. So yeah. So it cuts really, really well. So this scissor cuts very difficult to cut material very easy. But like I said, the downside of this scissor is that it doesn't leave clean cut for your side profile of the leather. So this cannot be used as your final cutting scissor for your leather work unless you're producing really, really rough leather work, or you're building project that doesn't need any finishing to it. It's just that this type of roughness, I don't like it, to be honest. So my purpose of this scissor is actually that when I try to cut material from shelf, that I don't need to take it all the way from the shelf, and I need to place it on a workbench and then cut it and then put it back to the shelf. This scissor will leave you really just working on a shelf that you don't really have to take it from the shelf. You can just get it directly from the shelf, cut it, and you just bring it to workbench and start work with it. So for rubberized material as well, or rubber or crepe or sole leather as well, you can get it from rough shape by cutting with this scissor, and then you go into very detail with a really sharp Japanese knife or any other sharp knife that you could find or what you have, and you get to the final finish and you get to your final shape or form. You can't really get that delicacy, because at the same time, because this scissor is so thick, so well tough built, really just really tough. It's built like a tank. It really just really sturdy, super thick steel. But then also at the same time, this will give you not so much of delicacy or fine detail. It will not give you super tight cuts or rounded parts with this scissor. You will get roughly big curves, not small tight curves. You know, so. You know, a bit like this. So it's not super clean rounds, so clean curves and everything. It's just a rough cut, so only rough cut. So it's not a necessary tool, I should say. So you don't have to buy this if you are not doing any shoe work, especially if you're not doing any of the shoe work. You don't have to buy this scissor. It's just that it's a simple tool that you can use it to cut difficult to cut materials if you are working in such industry. So yeah. So yeah, that's wanted to show you what it's like to use this scissor if you were curious about this kind of scissor. So this is how it works, and I have to tell you again, this scissor was very well sharpened. That's why it performed so well as well, and not just the construction of the scissor, but then the blade itself was super sharp because of the Schleiferei Schultz service that I used them. It's very, very good people, and yeah, that's it. For the recommended tools, I put in a link in the description in the comment box. If you're wondering what kind of tools you could really try and buy, I will put in all in one link that you can look for. It's an Amazon link, and I hope you guys get help from there. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next video. Bye bye.